everybody, it's KillinPixels, and welcome back to the Beginner's Guide. And this game, I believe, is called The Great and Lovely Descent. I guess we just go towards this house? Looks like they're having a yard sale. I'm just gonna...
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Okay.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Oh, I guess it's kind of like a
To make
cafe.
all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
So I guess I do have to go down there. But it feels like, it's just gonna be death. Alright, let's go down there. I can't jump. Or maybe I just didn't figure out how to jump. It's not enabled on my controller. Alright, let's go. Oh, I fell. Oh god, I fell. Oh. Was I supposed to fall? I don't know. Oof. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. I guess I'll find out. I mean, he hasn't yelled at me and been like, you suck, you screwed up, so... I'm just going to assume that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Falling from... Oh, I felt like I almost missed that one. Falling from platform to platform. Oh. Oh, I think this might be what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I'm fine though. Okay, we're good. I just missed a few. Thank God there was no fall damage. Alright. Just keep going down. I mean, the title of this one is Descent. How far do we go down? Just keep going. Keep going till they tell me to stop. Oh, it opened. This is like a cattle pen. What? I'm being rustled.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Thank you. I'm okay
this
with
is something
that.
that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Just a lot of box walking. The true walking simulator. Alright. I'm outside now. Yay, yard time! Oh, same puzzle.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Got this. Don't worry. Yeah, buddy.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Okay. This music is like really loud. I don't think I can just turn down the music on its own. Let me look. Okay, I can't just turn down the music, so... Hopefully the captions help you. What the hell? The tribunal. You there,
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the buttons on your gamepad to respond.
Okay. You there, did you come from up above? What was up there? Yes I was. A world stapled with witnesses. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there was floating colored blocks. Why? That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through the puzzle with 2 doors and a switch and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through a puzzle. I'd prefer not to answer. X? Again, perfect. Now please let us know how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember. I do. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. I'm gonna tell the truth because I never solved it the first time. You didn't solve it, so you have learned nothing. You cannot help us escape this prison. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be someone else. Okay. I'm sorry that I disappointed you. I'm gonna go now. If I can get through the door. What the fuck? I just talked to you guys. Come on, man. Alright, let's try something else. Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yes, do you know? Sure, do you know how to solve it? No, we actually find the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why should I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through. I don't recall a space between the doors. Well, just go with why. Why not? Don't think too hard about it. Alright. You'll see it again soon. Okie dokie. I won't think too hard about it then. Thanks, guys. Why can't I get through the doors? That is a problem I have. Spatial recognition or something, man.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Alright. Oh. Okay. Oh, am I getting out of prison? This looks like a street. Oh, finally, I'm out. It's like it's an apartment block.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Alright. Cool. Bye, lamppost. I'll see you again soon. I like this development cycle thing. It's pretty awesome. I like to see how he's thinking. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. Ooh. All notes you see are left by other players. Okay. Oh. Okay, there's a note. Nice room. Not. Oh, that was mean. Okay, how do I leave a note? I want to leave a nice note. The only nice note on the internet.
I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet.
Aww.
All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually. Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Alright, so I'm not gonna go through all these notes.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Oh god, there's like thousands of these notes everywhere. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go. Alright, so I'm gonna wander through here for a while, and I will come back to you guys, because there's just so many notes, and it's gonna take way too long to show you guys all of these notes. So, new room! So, as soon as the dialogue picks up again, or I figure out how to finish this level, I will be back to you.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
I can see that. This doesn't make any sense. Alright, guys, I got this.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
What'd the one guy say that got this far? Just typing. How do you leave notes? So many typewriters. Are you there? Please say something. Okay. Oh god. Was it just typewriters that left all these notes?
Okay, this one is tough.
What?
It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Alright, I like the title of this game though. That was nice. Porn stars die too. Alright. Remember, we gotta hang with it, guys. Just hang with it. It's very like 70s looking wall. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go down corridors for a while, so. See the same wall, but I like that wall. Oh, no, it's changing.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay. Oh. Right, there's the well. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? A refrigerator, put a giant hole in the ground. How about a TV with surround sound? A TV with surround sound? Or a table. Table's good too. Okay, now what about the walls of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. I really like a washing machine. 10 stoves lined up against the wall. Let's do the stoves. Or 2 sofas. It's good too. I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 by 12 recessed electronic 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. I'd like live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah. Let's do that one. Or a lamp. Lamp's good. A table. You need a table. I have a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. I don't think that's accurate. And a desk. Or I guess, ooh.
There's a bit more to this one, but still it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
So I can... It's like a maze that I can walk through? Oh.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Alrighty. I'm gonna walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Oh, good. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. Oh crap, I'm gonna forget everything. First, click on this table. I'm not using a mouse. So, Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Okie dokie. I've seen those dots before. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. So on and off again. Gotcha. Off. Oh. Now go to the left side of the sofa, move it over a little. I guess this one? Finally, touch the shelves. Where's the shelves? Oh, there they are. Boom. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Okie dokie. Do whatever you say, sir. Return.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Walk towards the kind of light. Well, light post, I guess. Oh, these are houses. They're kind of nice. I think I just clipped into one. Another maze. Everything is so dark. I guess it's supposed to be like dusk or close to nighttime. Hey, crickets. Ooh, a phone booth. Okay. Oh. Hello? Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze.
It's a conversation.
Yes, it is.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. I do it a lot. What was I doing? Yep, I was in the reverse prison. I was in the escape tutorial. I was in the furniture maze. The first one was the furniture maze, so I'm gonna go with that one. That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad to know that I can get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I've already forgotten what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in the prison. It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Sure, why not? Why not? Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It's actually does change. I don't feel like the same person. I don't know. I feel the same. Oh no, that's awful. That's the last thing. That's the worst thing I can imagine. What, being the same person? Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing, I promise. Well, you'll get everything else in exchange. The problem is that you don't actually know who you are right now. Sure. That sounds like a thing. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No. I didn't. It was only you. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? I'm gonna rip a hole in the space-time continuum. Or paradox, or something like that. To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just walk. Just talk with me for a bit. Oh, just talk. So lonely. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me. It will make sense. God, so lonely. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be here? I will be here for as long as you need. Oh, that's so sad.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, it is. It's very nice. You need that person to
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Oh. Okay. Well, alright guys, we're gonna have to explore this one in the next episode. I think I've gone over a little bit in time. But I hope you guys are enjoying this game. If you are, hit that like button down below and leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for more awesomely awesome content. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!